Hi everyone. Well, we really have to keep up with technology because it is moving fast, and some things have even been started a while ago, like 2006, 2009, and we haven't even heard of them. But anyway, this person right here is Martine Rothblatt, who is Gabriel Rothblatt's parent, and this is Bina Rothblatt, Gabriel Rothblatt's mother. And this is the website they have for Terasem Faith, terasemfaith.org. And here's that 8 again. And so you can find out a lot of information about what the Terasem Faith is, and it's all about technology, joyful immortality, uploading yourself into substrates. It can even be nanobots that come together as one brain. So, and this Martine is a transgender woman. She used to be a man and married to Bina, and they're still married, but now they are a transgender couple. So here are frequently asked questions. They believe that God is being created through technology, and it's really quite fascinating. And I mean, technology isn't going to be stopped, and I have no objection to what people do, but you know, look, we have faith in natural selection to immortalize cyber consciousness because of its strengths in diversity and unity. So, if 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 it's necessary for people to join, or I mean, some people could be done away with, you know. So that's what I'm saying. People who don't join could be looked on as a really negative block or something, and that's why. Oh, there is a movie. I forgot what it's called exactly, but they discuss a an idea called fleshism, and I don't think it's positive, but it's about people who maybe don't want to become cyborgs, and they might be fleshless. Kind of like how Michio Kaku talks about people who don't want to become cyborgs, and he called them terrorists. You know, terra, like Earth. They stay on Earth. They don't upgrade, so they will just be like dumb animals because they're not upgraded with technology. But anyway, so let's look at this. Terasem Movement Trans Religion is an organization that believes technology will soon enable joyful immortality, including the revival of persons who are documented with digital mind files. We have faith in natural selection to immortalize cyber consciousness because of its strengths in diversity and unity. Our rituals and liturgy value persistent education. We believe God emerges as technology becomes increasingly omnipresent, omniscient, omnificent, and omnipotent. Our purpose is to enjoy life, and this requires realizing diversity, unity, and God. Okay, they're very idealistic, and I just want to show you the mind files, how you can upload your mind, bits of you. So you can open a new Mindfile account and start uploading stuff about yourself. What is a Mindfile? Okay, what is a Mindfile? A Mindfile is a set of digital reflections of your mannerisms, personality, recollections, feelings, beliefs, attitudes, and values. So we believe that future technology will permit our mind files to achieve conscious autonomy. This will occur when mindware is developed that tunes itself to each person's unique consciousness based upon an analysis of their mind file. Thereafter, the mindware becomes a personalized operating system. The personalized mindware, together with your mind files, is an analog of yourself. We call this analog of yourself your cyber being, and we call it spirit your cyber soul. Okay, so it's merely a philosophical question as to whether your mind file, cyber being, and cyber soul are meaningfully different from your original self. Of course, the cyber being is not an exact replica of your original self, but none of us are replicas of ourselves from one day to the next. We believe your mind file, cyber being, and cyber soul are functionally equivalent to your original self. We believe your mind file places you in biostasis, and with appropriate mindware, you awake from biostasis. Your awakened cyber being and cyber soul are as good as you being back fully alive again. Interesting idea. We believe your cyber being and cyber soul will have multiple options for enjoying reality. What is reality? Nothing is real. One option is to live in virtuality. Okay. A second option, not consistent with living in virtuality, is for a copy of your cyber being to be downloaded into a nanotech body so that you have mobility outside of cyberspace. This nanotech body may look just like a human body, or it may look very different, such as consisting of a swarm of nanobots that can take many shapes. Okay, so a lot of these people are getting going to cryonics after they pass on, so this can be done. They can be revived in the future, and I'm going to show you a ritual and a greeting of the Terasem faith, people who have joined the Terasem faith, that they pledge, and what they do with each other when they greet each other at one of their gatherings. Okay, so third option, not consistent with both living in virtuality and having a nanotech body, is to download a copy of your cyber being into a cellular regenerated biological body in which the development of a separate mind has been suppressed. Cellular regenerated biological body in which the development of a separate mind has been suppressed. Now that is weird. Are they going to grow like you know, zombies, or just empty shells of bodies, and then put someone's mind that's been downloaded into that? Or maybe it's like body snatchers. The download might be written directly onto biological neurons, or may be downloaded to a nanotech brain, such as one made of carbon nanotubes that lies nested within and connected to the regenerated brain. This is totally fascinating. You can maximize the chances that your mind files stored here at terasemfaith.org will be revived in the future. To do that, work with a trust and estates lawyer to create a perpetual mind file biostasis trust. This is a contract between you and a safe kind of bank that creates a bank account and obligates the safe bank, called a trustee, to use the bank account for the purposes specified in the contract. The contract should specify that the beneficiaries of this mind file biostasis trust are your future self, revived from your mind file after your legal death, and perhaps some charitable causes for the interim period. So if you don't designate a bank or a trust, then Terasemfaith.org gets whatever you upload here. It's just like, you know, Facebook owns everything, Google owns everything. You're already owned. All the things that I put on YouTube are owned by Google. The Mind File Biostasis Trust should say that while you are in Mind File Biostasis, some of the interest income from the trust bank account is to be paid annually to one or more charities that you prefer. Terasem Movement Trans Religion. Oh, they will collect money from your trust account. They give the address here. Can be one of those charities, helping us spread the word about the Terasem faith. Contract would also say that the trustee shall use the principal balance of the bank account to pay for your revival from mind file biostasis at such time that advances in mindware make the practice safe and effective. At that time, the balance of the money in the bank account can be paid to your revived self. Note that the contract will also say that the trustee is paid a reasonable annual fee from the bank account in exchange for looking after your interests and fulfilling its obligations. This is a great way to generate money without doing anything. You let people load their mind file here. They sign off their bank account to this trustee to take care of their everything, and they get paid money. Just think, 30,000 people have joined this already. Okay, well, so that is what is a mind file. Then, okay, let's go back. Okay, we're at what is a mind file. Okay, well, there's more here, but let's see just a moment. Okay, well, let me show you, while I figure that out, let me show you someone joining. This is quite fascinating.
Said go. Hello, I'm Jason Chu, Center Coordinator for Terasem, and I'm here with a new prospective joiner. What is your name and why do you want to join Terasem?
My name is Destiny and I want to join Terasem because 1.11
of the truths of Terasem
of the truth of Terasem really sticks out to me and speaks to me. Accept others as part of the we and of I, and the collective will become clear for you.
Oh yes, that's a very big part of Terasem, accepting others and joining a community of all of us to pursue unity, diversity, and joyful mortality. Do you have another section of the Terasem truths that stick out to you?
Okay, so on the Terasem site, you're supposed to memorize all of this, and you make this pledge. So let's go up here, and she will be saying the pledge and doing the ritual. Okay, computer's a little slow there. Okay, wait 1 second.
Everywhere. Wonderful. Now let's move on to participating in the connection. And to do this, we're just going to do the Ha life breath, where we put our foreheads together and say, I am.
Did she do the
And to the principles.
Okay, she's reciting the
pledge. It's very simple.
The pledge.
Just
okay,
repeat
here's
after
the
me.
pledge.
It's kind of like the Pledge of Allegiance, a little different.
It's like the pledge.
I pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag.
To the flag.
Of the collective consciousness.
Of the collective consciousness.
Of Terasem.
Terasem.
And to the principles.
And to the principles.
For which it stands.
For which it stands.
Education.
Education.
Persistently.
Persistently.
With diversity.
With diversity.
Unity.
Unity.
And joyful immortality.
And joyful immortality.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Wonderful. Now let's move on to participating in the connection. And to do this, we're just going to do the Ha life breath, where we put our foreheads together and say, I am you, you am I, we are. Would you like to do that?
Sure.
And inhale deeply afterwards. Okay.
So,
Just put hands on shoulders and say, I am you, you am I, we are one. And that is a Terasem ritual that we do upon reading each other too. And lastly, do you agree to start studying the truths of Terasem here and on the website and creating a mind file?
yes.
Wonderful. You are now a Terasem joiner. Thank you, Destiny.
Okay, so Destiny joined. She has to promise to read about the truths and stuff. Okay, so what is a mind file? Okay, open a mind file account. No. Go to my mind file. No. What is a mind file? Okay, there's something here I really want to show you. But it has disappeared. All right, so just hate that when I lose things. Let me try again. All right, go to brand new. Then I'm going to show you the, I'm going to show you the robot. Okay, joinership, here it is. Joining Terasem. Okay, so this is joining Terasem. You can find out lots of information here. Slide B. I mean, it really is fascinating. A lot of these, there's like tons of new so-called religions. Okay, why become a Terasem joiner? Love of life. Sounds good. Love of life, unity and diversity, joyful immortality, save the planet and those that dwell here, save the universe and those that dwell here. Expand life off Earth, take action in the fate of humanity, make a positive life commitment for the greater good. So they're very idealistic, but still, why is so much of the technology being used for destructive purposes and evilness? Okay, goals of Terasem. Establishing diversity and unity in the endless pursuit of happiness, immortalize unique patterns of consciousness, build a large collective consciousness by always getting new joiners. So you have to proselytize. Build allegiance to Terasem as the most enjoyable way of life. Uphold the integrity of Terasem, treasure Terasem, and keep it going forever. Educate others about future technologies. Okay, one question I have about this, I listened to Martine Rothblatt about who validates the mind file, if that is really a person. And she said psychiatrists and psychologists will examine it and decide if it's, and validate it. So do you really want to trust your mind file or your future being to psychologists and psychiatrists? That sounds a little strange to me. All right, requirements for becoming a Terasem joiner, in case you want to join. Recite from memory the Terasem pledge. Attend at Terasem gatherings and rituals. Start a good mind file. Talk openly about issues and concerns. Accept the who, what, where, when, why, and how of Terasem. So you have to be accepting of all these things. Slide E. How to accomplish the joinership requirements. Visit terasemfaith.org for the complete truths of Terasem. Terasem pledge, the who, what, where, when, why, and how of Terasem, as well as gathering ritual descriptions, locations, and dates. Visit cyberev.org and lifenot.com to create a mind file. Attend at least one Terasem gathering ritual. Talk with an established joiner about issues and concerns. Okay. So there is lots more, really, really lots more. But now have a look at Bina 48. Okay, this is from CNET. This is July 10th, July 14th, 2010. And probably there are improvements. This was 4 years ago. This is one of the most advanced robots in the world at that time. So there's a video down here, and you will see it costs $125,000. millionaire entrepreneur Martine Rothblatt. So eventually they will get her all uploaded into that, and she's just a bust, you know, not a whole robot. So this is Interview with a Robot by a New York Times reporter. I just show you a part of this because it is fascinating.
Came to see one living in a small town in Vermont. Bina 48 now has its own office at the Terasem Movement Foundation, a not-for-profit group interested in artificial intelligence. Do you know your name? What is your name?
My name is Bina. Oh, right, Bina Rothblatt. Anyhow.
The Bina 48 is a machine replica of a real person named Bina Rothblatt, who happens to be one of its owners. The real Bina didn't respond to my requests for an interview, but I found photos of her on lifenaut.com, a website promoting the digital backup of human consciousness. Hours of her recorded interviews, memories, and thoughts have already been uploaded to the robot's database. Can you tell me about artificial intelligence?
That's an interesting subject. So are you wondering how I am able to speak?
Yes.
Well, my vocabulary is really large and getting bigger every day. Like any person, I hear and learn and am programmed to know more and more.
Even when the voice recognition wasn't fumbling my words, it seemed like Bina 48 had a hard time following the thread. I had given the robot's caretakers pictures of myself before I came, in hopes that it would recognize me, but it often seemed unable to focus.
I would love to be your friend.
Well, I would like to be your friend, too. Do you
That
have
would be
other
great.
human friends?
Well, let me say, friendship is when we team together to accomplish something important, like building a better future, or conspiring to take over the planet.
Okay, conspiring to take over the planet. Okay, well, thank you for watching this long video again, 22 minutes. So, almost 23. God bless everyone, and you have free will and free choice. God bless you all. Bye for now.